Bill Thompson from Kangen Atlantic. One of the things I'm going to be talking about today is doing a liver and gallbladder cleanse. I heard so many health benefits that you can get from just doing a liver and gallbladder cleanse that I just decided that I had to do it myself. So I hit the internet and found tons of information about these types of cleanses, and I chose one that was the easiest. And some had a few extra steps and some had a few extra items, but the one that I chose basically uses just a few ingredients. Just extra virgin olive oil. You need 4 ounces of it, which is equal to 125 milliliters or half a cup. Limes, lemons, or grapefruit, and you have to be able to make 4 ounces of this stuff fresh, of the juice. And Epsom salt, also known as magnesium sulfate, which has the designation of MgSO4, and you need 4 tablespoons of that. And so basically with just 3 ingredients, and it's super cheap, and some of the things that I've seen on the internet that comes out of you, like the gallstones, is quite disgusting. So I can imagine, after seeing what came out of a lot of people's bodies, these green little balls that were kind of hard as rock and almost crystallized, it looked like. But anyways, it seems that people were getting results from such a simple thing, and it's done basically within a 1-day period. Like you start at around 2 o'clock or whatever in the afternoon, and basically it goes right up until noon the following day. So basically you take it in the afternoon, or you make it in the afternoon, and you consume it when you go to bed. You're laying in bed, it does what it does overnight. You might get a little nauseous, who knows, and then you get up the next morning and you just follow on with the protocol. So basically it starts when you go to bed. But anyways, to make a long story short, I'm going to do this liver and gallbladder cleanse myself just to see how it works. And basically, if it works, then I'm going to post it up and show it to everybody so they can give it a try. I firmly believe that a lot of physical ailments and diseases are due to being toxic, due to all the things that we've ingested ever since we were born right up into this very moment. I mean, it's more like a glass that's full of water, and all it takes is one little drop in that glass of water and it starts to overflow, and that's when you start to manifest things. So anyways, I'm going to be mixing the Epsom salts with water. I'm going to be using my Kangen water, basically, which makes alkaline water, and it acts as a antioxidant and a detoxifier, and it's going to hopefully enhance that. But anyways, that Kangen water is going to be mixed with the Epsom salts in this jar, and here's what the Epsom salts look like. Basically, it's just it says Epsom salts, magnesium sulfate, and I'll be using how many it is? 4 tablespoons of this mixed in with the water. Extra virgin olive oil. And in this case, I'm going to be using lemons. And I'll be mixing it in a little bowl so I can get how many cups of the juice that I'll actually have. So I'm going to start by mixing the Epsom salts, which is too easy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus the camera on this so you'll see what's going on, and we'll get to it. So basically, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my water, which is going to be equal to 4 ounces. I have to make a correction there. It's actually 4 cups of water. So I'm going to mix the 4 cups of water into the pitcher with the Epsom salts, of which I need 4 tablespoons. Epsom salts has kind of like a bit of a funky smell. 2, 3, and 4. I'm just going to mix all that up. And they recommend that you can actually put this in the fridge to give it a bit of a chill so that it might taste better. Given by the smell that the Epsom salts is giving off right now, it kind of has a bit of a farty smell to it. But anyways, there you go. That's the sulfite, magnesium sulfite mixed up with the water. And I'm going to put that in the fridge. Then the next part is to mix the olive oil, fresh juice in a glass, and basically what you do is you drink that just before you go to bed. So you drink it basically and get right into bed immediately, and then it does its work. They recommend that you lay on a side, but anyways, we'll come to that part in a second, and when the time comes, I'll mix up the other batch and I'll drink that just before going to bed and see how it goes. Anyways, I'll see you in a minute. Hi, it's 7 o'clock at night. I'm going to take my first installment of the Epsom salt, also known as magnesium sulfate, and it's the mixture that I'd already done in the pitcher. I put it in the fridge to cool it up a little bit to take the edge off the funky taste, like that sulfuric farty smell. And so I'm going to pour 1 cup into a glass, and I'm going to drink it. So here we go. So basically this is the mixture. Basically is the Epsom salt that's mixed 4 tablespoons in the water, and I'm just going to pour it into the glass. Pour it into the measuring cup first. I want to do 1 cup. It's not so bad. It's not a whole lot. You can see it's like a whatever. That's when you see it in the glasses. There you go. Doesn't have any smell to it either, but I bet it's going to taste funny. Yeah, here we go. Ooh. Actually, it's kind of lost that farty smell. It tastes like dandelions. You know the white stuff on a dandelion? It's kind of that bitter taste. That's gross, but tolerable. I mean, like I said, it just tastes like dandelion or whatever. So anyways, the next thing I'm going to do is going to be at 9 o'clock, and I'm going to drink my second glass of that stuff. And then 2 hours from then, I'm going to drink the mix of olive oil and the fresh lemon juice in the glass, and then go right to bed and lay on my left side. Anyways, but I'll give you the next update at 9 o'clock. Drink the Epsom salt mixture. So I'm going to drink another batch, which is going to be approximately half of this glass. It's going to be 1 cup. 1 cup of the Epsom salt mixture. And there's 1 cup right there. Seems to be a little bit more than last time. But anyways, as I mentioned before, it's tolerable, the taste, but you know, anyways, it tastes like dandelions. Maybe if you plug your nose, it might make it taste better. But anyways, let's drink it down. Yeah, that's pretty gross. But anyways, you may want to use a straw with this because, you know, sometimes the less of the stuff that touches the inside of your mouth, the better off you'll be. But anyways, so that's it. So the next time that I'm going to be out here, will probably, be another hour from now. Let me see. Yeah, about an hour and 45 minutes from now, and that's when I'll actually drink the olive oil and the lemon mix. And as soon as I drink that, that's when you want to immediately lay down, and at least lay still for 20 minutes. And if you can fall asleep, in this certain position, they say lay on your left side and have your right knee up a little bit. But just they say lay on your left side. Some just say lay on your back and try to be as still as possible and just try to fall asleep right away. And the olive oil and the lemon juice will work its magic while you sleep. And you wake up the next morning and you follow the protocol again by drinking some more of this lovely mixture. Anyways, but that's it. And I guess I'll see you when I do the olive oil and the lemons. Anyways, see you in a bit. Okay. Well, it's 11 o'clock, and it's time for me to drink the olive oil and lemon juice mixture. At around 10:30, I started to have massive diarrhea, and I've been on and off the toilet, I think maybe 4 or 5 times right now. They said it could happen. If it's going to happen to anybody, it's going to happen to me, but it's perfectly normal. But now it's time to drink this. So basically, I'm going to drink this down right away and get right into bed. And they recommend that what I do is I lay on my left side and put my right leg up towards my chest. And stay that way for at least 20 minutes, and if possible, fall asleep in that position. Some say you can lay on your back and stay on your back. But I figure with the amount of diarrhea that I'm having, it's not going to happen. But anyways, I'm going to give this a try. And it's supposed to be pretty gross as well, but it can't be any worse than the Epsom salts that I've been drinking. It's like drinking liquid farts. But anyways, here we go. And I'm pretty tired too. But here we go. So, I've got to drink the whole mixture immediately and then lay on my back. Here we go. Well, it doesn't smell so bad, but give it a good mix up there. That wasn't near as bad as the Epsom salt. Anyways, so now I go lay down on my left side, right knee up, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll probably see you at around 7 o'clock in the morning. That's when I have to start to drink my next 1 cup of the salty water, and then an hour or 2 after 2 hours after that, then I have to drink the last cup of the salty water, and then I'm done drinking of the stuff, and then I can start drinking fruit juice, and then slowly work my way an hour or so later into eating a little bit of fruit, and then after that, if all goes well, start eating regular food again. But anyways, I'm off to bed, and I'll see you at 7 o'clock. Hello, it's now 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm here to take my saltwater drink, the Epsom salt drink. Again, I'm going to take 1 cup. approximately 250 milliliters of the salty fluid. Which isn't the best thing well, it's not the funnest thing to drink at 7 o'clock in the morning, but it's all for a good purpose. I had a lot of poops throughout the middle of the night, diarrhea, whatnot, and they say that you should look inside the toilet to see what's come out, but I was just not in the mood, but something was coming out, and my stomach was gurgling all night, but I did sleep. So, I mean, it wasn't a sleepless night. Anyways, here we go, down the hatch. Yeah, it's just as gross as it was the last time. Well, there it is. Now, I'm going to go back to bed. Far too early to be up on a Sunday morning. But, yeah, the next time I take my next salty drink is at 9 o'clock. And I'll see you then. Anyways, and at the end of when this is all said and done, I'll give you a little recap of everything that was done and how to do the liver gallbladder cleanse. And, yeah. Anyways, I'll see you later. And that's my cat Hamilton meowing in the background. You want some of this salty stuff? Hi, it's 9 o'clock, and this is my last installment of the salty water, the Epsom salt. And thank heavens there we go, that's the end of it. And then in a couple hours time I can start drinking maybe some fruit juices, and then a little while after that eat a little bit of fruit, and then get back to eating regular food, but just keep it light. Here we go. There, that's it. That's the gallbladder cleanse. Well, I suppose there's still more to happen, but that's all inside myself. But anyways, I'll see you at 11 o'clock, and that'll be the end of the flush. For those people whose stomachs, this is the liver gallbladder cleanse, and at first I didn't think it was working because right now the time is 10:15, and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. I mean, everybody had these big, huge size green things that were coming out of them. But anyways, finally I got some, and I'm going to share them with you. If you have a weak stomach, you might not want to look at this, but it's absolutely amazing. So let's take a look, shall we? There we go. Now I know this seems a little gross, but you can see the the green balls. Those are the gallstones. They're covered in a little bit of mucus, whatever, and they're hard as rock. And this one here is as hard as rock. But look at the size of that. Okay, that's huge. And there's a whole bunch of them. And they float because of the cholesterol that's in them. But anyways, there you go. And you can see there's all kinds of them floating around. And you can do this flush like every 2 weeks and you'll get just as much out. Eventually you won't be passing any of these anymore. But anyways, there you have it. Absolutely disgusting. But I feel pretty good. And plus I feel even better now that I actually see what has come out of me. But anyways, as you can see, they're quite large. Look at that one. That's all from my gallbladder. So this actually works, and it's absolutely amazing. And if I didn't actually do it myself, I probably would never have believed it at all. I mean, look at the size of that one. They're hard, and they're quite hard. I mean, you can't squish them. But anyways, there you go. Gallbladder cleanse. Finito. Hi, this is Bill, the continuing saga of the liver gallbladder cleanse, flush, whatever you want to call it. I've just been on the toilet. What time is it? It's about 10:30. I've just been on the toilet about 16 million times, and every time I sat on the toilet, these incredibly green, bright green stones, balls, whatever you want to call them, have been coming out of me, and I've harvested a few of them just for people to see. But I just want to say one thing. It causes massive diarrhea, and one thing that I strongly recommend is that you never, ever, ever trust a fart. I just want to say that once again, never trust a fart. If you think you can hold it in, think again. You cannot hold the force of nature back. Not in this case anyways. But anyways, never trust a fart. And here's why. Never trust a fart. Because that's what'll happen. Anyways, I'll keep you posted on anything else that comes up. But anyways, the next film footage I show will be the actual gallstones themselves. So then, toodaloo. Or to the loo. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to take a look at some of the sample stones that came out of me after doing the liver and gallbladder flush. There's quite a bit came out. What you're going to see is just a small sample. There was hundreds and hundreds of stones that came out of various sizes, and I think the little sample that I'm going to show you now reflects basically the various sizes. And I got a measuring tape and a penny that I'm going to put down beside some of them, so you'll basically know how big they actually were. So here, let's take a look. Okay, these are the stones. There's quite a few of them there. You can see there's my finger, but there's a penny. There's the biggest one right there. And this guy here, basically, you know, is almost an inch. Is almost an inch long. Basically, is an inch. And that's amazing. You can see the other ones are various sizes, but in relation to the measuring tape, you know, that's a good size. And like I said, these stones basically they basically reflect what has come out of me. And this is, like I said, is only a small portion of what was there. Anyhow, there you go. That's the end result. I think that was a pretty successful flush. So until next time, toodaloo, to the loo, whatever.